Greetings and salutations from sunny Philadelphia. I know I got a 7-Eleven hat on tonight, but we're here to talk about something really special and something that you guys might have not tried yet, and it might have flied under your radar. We're here to talk about Wawa Pizza. And this is something that is very divisive in the city of Philadelphia. But let's just take a look at this pizza real quick. And I already had a slice of it. My wife had a slice. I'm going to show it to you up close here. It has a nice thin crust to it. It's got a nice bottom to it. Done just enough on the bottom. Not floppy, but not real stiff either. About in the middle. See, it's got a little bend to it. And if you look on the top of this, you really don't see any grease. And to me, that's something that I look for. I don't like really greasy cheese. So that was a real plus for me. So we're going to take this and have a bite of it and see what we taste and the mouthfeel and things of that nature. So, mm. Mm. All right. So the first thing that really stands out to me when I take a bite, well, two things actually. The first thing is it's got a really nice ratio of sauce to cheese. Um, I like half-half. I like a half and half sauce and cheese ratio, 50-50. If I can't get a 50-50, I definitely want more sauce. I'm more of a saucy pizza type of person. I like a saucy pie. I even like an upside down pie or a tomato pie. This right here is a nice 50-50. The second thing that really stands out is I definitely have some flavors in there that I'm tasting that I'm not used to tasting when I'm getting my regular pizzeria pies. And I really like my pies from a few different places. Ernie's is probably my favorite up here in Northeast Philly. I really like Montesini. Where's the place we always go to? No, not Pizza Roma. Pizza Roma makes a very good pie. What's the other one? Not Big Al's. The one that Dad likes. No, not Renzi's. Forget it. The one that has two of them. Don Giovanni was good for a while, but really not liking John Giovanni anymore. So anyway, what I'm saying is I'm pretty well versed. I'm not a Philadelphia native, but I was born in Atlantic City. I lived in Central Jersey for a while. I've been up and down Jersey. I've had pies from North Jersey. I've had them from all the way down as far south as Wildwood and Cape May. So I've had a good amount of pizza, whether it's in New Jersey, Philadelphia, the Poconos. I've had pies from all over, and I've had good and bad. And one thing that I can say is when you're eating pie all the time and you're eating the same style pie all the time, you do get a little bit of pizza fatigue. And sorry, guys, I'm a little stuffed up. And you get tired of eating the same pizza all the time with the same flavors, the same mozzarella cheese, the same little bit of garlic, you know? So when you get an outlier like this, which has a little bit of a different crust, it has that bar style flat crust on it. And obviously it's kind of like a pre-made deal, I'm guessing that, you know, I don't know if they actually get their frozen dough in and proof it in a proofer. I'm not sure what they do. But what I will say is the crust is a little bit different. I would say it's actually a little bit thicker on the bite part and a little thinner on the crust part. So the next thing that really stands out to me is the cheese. I would say I can taste about 3 different cheeses on this. And usually most places you go to, if you're getting a traditional pie or a Sicilian, you're going to get mozzarella cheese. On this, I do believe there might be a little bit of mozzarella, but what I really taste on this is like a sharp cheese. It almost tastes like a sharp cheddar, like the kind of like a Cracker Barrel or something like that. And I also taste like a Pecorino Romano, or some kind of shake cheese, something you shake on there, or something that you grate off of the block. So, really good. So, let's get down to the nitty gritty. When would I want to get this over something like a nice pizzeria pizza from like Ernie's or Don Giovanni or Montesini or any of them type of places? This right here is for when you are having pizza fatigue. You really don't know what you want for dinner, but you want something quick that you can take home. This is it. Pizza comes very quick. It came 20 minutes after ordering it to my door, so that just goes to show how quickly. And if you're having that pizza fatigue and you're tired of tasting the same ingredients, this might be something that you want to try. Just the fact that it has some different cheeses on it alone, the sauce is very good. I give the sauce a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I give the cheese an 8.5 out of 10. I give the crust a 7 out of 10. So right there alone, you're hovering right around an 8 out of 10, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me, for something like a Wawa Pizza. And also the price. What's the price of this, love? $14. So it's kind of clocking, it's kind of clocking right in around other pizzas. It's not a very big pizza. I would say it's about a 12-inch, 12 to 14, what? So yeah, 12 to 14. It's advertised as a 14, so 14-inch pie. So it's around the same price. You can probably get it cheaper at most pizzerias with the coupons, but when you're in a pinch, if you're in a hurry, or you just want some kind of different pizza, or if you can get to one of the rare Wawas that are still open for 24 hours, and you can get some of this, definitely go for it. One of the other things I really like that I did mention before, but I want to just talk about again, is like the lack of grease. Not very much grease going on at all with this pizza. And I don't even think I have, I do have a napkin, so I'm just going to take this napkin here and I'm going to just place it on there, give it a little press. And that looks like a lot, but that's really like nothing. Some of these real greasy, cheap mozzarella pizzas just really inundated with grease. So now I'm going to bite some of this crust and we'll see what we got going on. Really good, man. It's got a lot of spice to it, but it doesn't taste like they just took like a cheap garlic powder or a cheap garlic sauce or a cheap chopped onion and just tossed it on there. It tastes very fresh, and the ingredients really stand by themselves compared to the cheese flavor and the sauce flavor. I mean, the spices stand by themselves. Look, this is not pizzeria crust. This is not that fresh, airy crust. But it's also not the school pizza crust that you used to get back in elementary or high school either. Like this stuff right here is right about in the middle. For the crust itself, the outer crust, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. I just can't put it up in the same category as other pizzerias in Philly, like Lorenzo's in South Philly. Lorenzo's makes a great pie. I love Lorenzo's. So, but I can't put it up there. But also, I don't think that it should even be in the same category as Pizzeria Pizza, because it's from a big corporation like Wawa. But I do believe that this can stand alone. Every bite. A lot of times when they load stuff up, this is a very spicy pizza, and I don't mean it's spicy like it's going to burn your mouth. I just mean that It has a good amount of spice to it, a good amount of bursting with flavor. But what I find when I get some of these cheaper pizzas, like one that you can go and buy in a big box store and take home and put in the oven, a lot of times they have just like cheaper flavors in it, and as you're eating it, it actually makes you feel kind of sick because you're getting inundated with the flavoring that they're putting in it. This is very well balanced. I don't see any oregano on it, which I'm not a huge fan of oregano. But you can definitely taste a little bit of basil in there. It's got a very garlic forward taste, but not like garlic powder. It tastes like a fresh garlic. And as you can see, the crust has a little bit of burnt on the bottom of it, but not really. Just a tiny bit. It's like a little more than golden brown. And it's got a good chewy. It's not crisp. It's just chewy. Very satisfied overall. And like I said, I'm just going to leave with this again. I know I already said it once, but I'm going to say it again. If you're going to stack this pizza right here, this Wawa Pizza, up against your favorite neighborhood pizza joint, it's not going to win that battle. But what this pizza is going to do is give you a totally different flavor profile than the Pizzeria pizzas you get all over Philly. And it's going to give you another option, a quicker option, a later option at night, if you can find any Wawas that are open for 24 hours in Philly anymore, because most of them are starting to get to the point where they're not staying open for that long anymore. So it's going to give you that quicker option, that later option, and it's going to give you a different flavor profile with the 3 or 4 cheeses that it has in it. The cheeses are fucking amazing. If you really like your sharper cheeses as opposed to the mozzarella on there, you're definitely going to like this pizza. So give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you like the pizza review that I just did, maybe we can go around Philly and do some more pizza reviews. So I'll be waiting to hear your replies, and I'll be looking forward to answering you guys back very soon. Once again, greetings and salutations from sunny Philadelphia, and have a great night.